Okay, salam and greetings to Muiding. Today I'll be presenting my final FYP1 topic, which is the furniture design contemporary Chinese console table. For the research background is the Chinese traditional furniture has over 5,000 years of history that can be traced back into two land phases, the Ming and Qing dynasty. All of this has technological values and high aesthetics appreciation values and the cultural context values. And both of these has a very similar ways of forms, including the chairs, tables, stools, cabinets, and beds and sofas. Which this makes me this Chinese furniture is one of the interesting topic that I will be carry on. And the problem statement is the first one is lack of the cultural context and forgotten of the historical Chinese aesthetic values towards the Chinese industry nowadays. The second one is a misunderstanding of choosing the materials on constructing a Chinese furniture. And the third one is the interactions, people, emotion concepts towards the Chinese furniture. The objective is to investigate the history of Chinese furniture and the influence factor behind this Chinese symbolism design. The second is to identify the important elements in constructing a table. And the third one is to propose a Chinese traditional contemporary console table. And the last one is to validate a user perceptions. For the research question, is the first one is what's the best appearance in constructing a table design? Is it the element of choosing the materials, shapes of fonts, colors, and position all the size towards the user? And the second one is what's the influence factor on the traditional Chinese furniture symbolism design? And the third one is how does the traditional Chinese furniture context value be applied on today's console table? The literature review is the first one is furniture is one of the product and mostly related to our human piece, our human life. Piece of the furniture can always reflect how a group of people interact with each other, said by Moorman 2005. Okay, the second one is a symbol is a artificial thing can represent and refer to something else and can be understood by public. Okay, said by Una 2006. And the third one is third one is the furniture reveals many confidential things about the social life of the past and the present. Like architecture, it amplifies and illuminates the stories of civilization in the near every countries and provides the intimate personal records of habits, postures, manner, affections, and the follies. Said by Grot in 1966. For my research methodology, I'll be using visual data, visual analysis, and quantitative research and quantitative research. For the qualitative research, I will be separate into interview and observations. But due to now at the pandemic situation, but I will be using interview online form to targeting the owners of furniture display store and the house owners that owns the Chinese antiques furniture. Okay, for the quantitative research, I'll be using the survey questionnaires. Okay, for the data findings, these three findings that I found online is the first one is the Chinese 9 school classic console table. It has a traditional price, it has a red record leg, it has a very high aesthetic values. Second one is the antique Chinese long table with reticular scrollwork. It has the flush side frames, the frames, the square one, and the square section cornerlets for this cornerlets. And the third one is the Chinese Oriental brown Rui drawn altar. It has a vintage rustic mark and a very well craftsmanship rosewood. For my this is my mood board and visual research I found online. The mood board is mostly based on aesthetic values for my console table. And this is my 3D drawings for my console tables. The first one is the isometric views, and the top views and the front views. The design brief for this is the design based on the tape on the aesthetic values which suit to characteristics of our modern life today. And user can interact by this certain symbolism. Okay, this symbolism or of these carvings as its own symbolism meanings and to understand the ideas and influence factors behind this. For my technical drawing is that the length of this console table is around 120 centimeters and the height of this is approximately 50 centimeters, and the length of the drawers is approximately 80 centimeters. And this is the photos of the human height comparison between the human figures and the console tables. The human figures is about the half scale of this, the height of this console table. And this is my 3D Rhino 3D drawings. And for my exploded view is my exploded views is quite simple. Consists of the combined mechanisms quite simple. It consists by 6 pieces of wooden here, drawer, the wood, and all of this symbolism carving up using this simple carving means the peace. The Chinese used to believe that peace can bring out the good health to the family themselves. Okay. And for the interior view, is this console table will be placed along the wall near the main front door. For the PDS is the size, the length white. The length is around 120, and the width is 30 centimeters, and the height is 50 centimeters. And the material is made of wood. The features is it consists of Chinese aesthetic values. The color will be using the brown, light brown, and the wood brown colors. This is my idea of developments. As you can see, the symbolism design here. The first one is actually I have two ideas at first, and the first idea is originated from a word, Chinese word is called meaning fortunate, and the second one is the peace meaning. But I will be using the peace symbolism symbol here for my console table. So this is my sketches developments. At first, I'll be using using the human figures word in Chinese word and transform it into the table. Okay, next I'll be using uh, the both of this curve, uh, like a cone, horn looking things on this all of the corner of this console table is it represents the headwear that the Chinese dynastic ruler used to wear. Okay, after they combine the Chinese meanings, Chinese Chinese symbolism meanings, and the wooden leg styles. Okay, and this is my final digital drawings ideas. Okay, I scale the sketches into the digital drawings by using the drawing tablets. Okay, I draw it on the Adobe Photoshop. After that, I color it. I apply the color on it. So this is my idea 1, 2, 3, and this is my final ideas for my console table. Okay, this is my A2 size poster design. Okay, mock-up. Okay, for the mock-up, this is not full scale. This is only 1/4 scale, and the material is more materials I'll be using here is a modeling board. I cut it and then using the hot glue gun to stick it. After that, I'm using the tissue paper with the sticky white color gun water to apply the tissue on it and let it dry, so it become like this. Okay, after that, after it's completely dry, I apply the color on it, the light brown and the dark brown. Okay, so this is my finalized looking. So that's pretty much everything for my PPT presentations. Now I'll be showing you this my Rhino 3D drawings. So as you can see, this is my top views. The top views for my console tables, and this is the front views. Like I said just now, the length of this is 120 centimeters, and the height is around 50 centimeters, and the length of this draw is 80 centimeters. And this is my perspective views. Okay, this pretty much everything for me is looking simple. It's looking simple. Okay. Okay. So that's pretty much everything for me. Thank you.